What you can count on continues now with more reaction to the electrocution death of a 12-year-old boy at a city park. Melquan Robinson was killed Monday night when he touched a fence that had somehow become electrified. Deputies say two other boys, David Sette and Traquan Berry, got hurt when they tried to save Melquan. Both of them had to be hospitalized for their injuries.
And happening now, people join to remember number 23, Melquan Robinson.
The family organized a vigil at the Brandi Ward Community Center, which is part of the park where he died.
News Channel 6's Ashley Osborne covering the vigil for us. She joins us live tonight. Ashley?
Hey guys, you can see this massive crowd of people behind me. This area here set up in advance near the Brandi Ward Community Center just to give people a place to come together, be with one another, celebrate Melquan's life, and mourn his death. A close family friend and Melquan's former coach says on the field, he was Mr. Never Quit. He always wanted the ball. This community, he says, lost a future athlete, a future leader.
He was just one of those never quit type young men. He would fall or take a bruise or take a bump, but he would get right back up and add that grit and motivation to keep going.
Now family and friends relying on their guardian angel, number 23, to help them keep going now that he's gone.
His younger brother, of course, that was his best friend. I mean, think of it as adults. You're trying to deal with the loss of your child. And now as a younger sibling, I have to deal with my best friend no longer being around.
And many other children missing their friend, some who watched Melquan take his last breaths on this field. Richmond County Schools providing counseling for students and teachers.
Talking through things can be great for some people, but it's not what's best for all people. Right. So sometimes just the idea that we're here if you need us, now or later.
And two of the boys we know are hurting, physically and emotionally. Little heroes who tried to save their friend, Traquan Berry and David Sette. David's mom, Brandi, struggles to find the words to describe how thankful she is to have her little boy come home.
I'm so thankful, and at the same time I feel guilty for being thankful because I have these other parents that they don't get to be thankful, and that's hard to deal with. I know they don't feel that way because I talked to the mom and she was, I couldn't look at her for, my heart breaks.
Guys, and I think it's safe to say our heart breaks. We know your heart breaks. Everyone who's heard this story, heartbroken over what happened here on this field. We've got boys here wearing football jerseys. Some of them that black and blue Titan jersey that Melquan Robinson wore. You still have time to come out. You can hear behind me they are just now starting. If you can't make it here tonight, you can still help their family. They have a GoFundMe page set up. You can find the link to that on my Facebook page. Just search Ashley Osborne WJBF. In Augusta, Ashley Osborne WJBF News Channel 6.
News Channel 6, meanwhile, still asking questions and digging for answers from the city of Augusta. Today, a city spokesperson says the name of the firm they hired to do the investigation is not going to be released. Jim Beasley said in a statement, "We're not publicly releasing the name of the firm that's been contracted to perform the assessments of our recreational facilities. We feel it's appropriate to protect the anonymity of the firm to help maintain the integrity of their investigation." But former Augusta Commissioner Moses Todd said that's not enough. Todd spoke with News Channel 6's Barkley Bishop today. He says the city has to be more forthcoming about this investigation.
Transparency is important. We understand they're bracing possible for lawsuits, etc. But to tell us who's actually doing the investigation, supposedly independent investigation that's paid for by the city, that should be public record.
Todd is also calling for the sheriff and district attorney to ask for an investigation by the GBI.